guys, welcome to another video. This is a video that was suggested by one of my subscribers. His name is The Legend. We are going to do a video today on fitting the Modify H-nub into the ASG Modify Steyr Scout. So what we'll do, we'll go down onto the table, have a look at the nubs, and then I'll show you how I put the nubs into the rifle. So guys, we're going to go through the disassembly of the gun. I've taken the outer barrel off already because it's got all my camouflage on, and I've taken the scope off, which you'll need to do. There is two little grub screws either side at this point, just on the right hand side of the magwell. Take them out. There's also one on the top. We're going to take that out, make sure everything is put together. A little pull. Oh, sorry, there is a screw here in the magwell on the right hand side, a black one. There is two little metal washers as well. Make sure you don't lose them, keep them together. So we're going to take that apart, and that will release your cylinder. That can go to one side. So now on the front of the magwell there should be a gold screw. So we'll take that out, and that releases your magwell. Put that to one side. Now you have your hop up arms. Need to take them off. To release your hop up chamber, and all your barrel and everything should slide out the end. Right, so we've put everything aside. We've got the barrel, we've got the hop unit. The next thing we need to do is unscrew the hop unit. It's not a bad thing to do, because there's one thing that I need to do as well. I need to put some PTFE tape around my booking. Right, take the slider arm off one side and the slider arm off the other. Now your hop arm should be released. Now that is where the H-nub will sit. Let me just come to the camera, see if I can. The H-nub sits in the hop arm like so. I say there's 4 different directions you can have it, but I have it has a slight concave, so it's thinner that side, a bit wider that side, and I have the wider bit to the top sitting down. So that is going to press on my booking. You can always check in your hop chamber and look, and it's showing that it's a flat hop. So we'll take the H-nub out, and then we'll go down onto the table at a bit more closer range, so you can see the H-nubs. So these are the Modify double H-nub. You get 2 hardnesses, you get the red and the blue. Now I use the red one. I got in contact with Hutchie, the airsoft sniper, and asked his advice because I know he uses the H-nub, and he said he uses the red one. So I've not used the blue one before. I've put the red one in and it's great. So I've had no queries or any reason to put the blue one in. So yeah, they're tiny little things. You can get these from Empire Airsoft. I know they sell them. I can't remember where. I can't remember the other place. I'll put a link in the description though for you guys. So yeah, that's they're the H nubs. They really are so tiny. So yeah, I'll go through it again and show you how to install the actual nub into the hop-up unit. So guys, that is a hop-up unit. So what we're going to do, you want, the camera won't zoom in, the thicker end, it sits flat on the hop arm in the grooves, and the thicker end is to the left hand side of the arm, the outer side of the arm. If this has trouble sticking in, put a little bit of silicone grease on the back of it just to sit it on the arm. So then we just lower it down and then check by pressing the arm that you are getting the hop you need. I know I am because I've used it before. So then basically all it is putting everything back together. So I'll zoom out a little bit and then show you how everything goes back together. So that zoomed out a little bit, guys. I'm going to start putting the hop unit back together now. Yeah, once this H-nub is installed, please do not use the slider because it will over hop really bad. The R-hop is made to be used with the TDC unit. Right guys, there's a tiny little spring in the bottom of the hop slider. Make sure it stays in there. So yeah, the arm goes back through the top of the hop arm, and then the other side slides onto it, and it basically, you just screw it back together. This slider won't be used again. I say with the H-nub installed, you really need to use the TDC. Guys, that's all straight. Just check everything is straight and working fine. So yeah, that is a really flat hop. Another tip while you're here, guys, while you have your cylinder out, just check that your piston is sealing properly. It's just a little check while you're there. It's always best to check. There's a tiny little spacer ring in here that you get in all of them, and the space needs to be at the bottom. It won't come out now. So yeah, there's a tiny little spacer spacer in there. The spacer needs space needs to be at the bottom for that screw. So just poke that back in. Put that aside. You've checked that. Now your hop up unit needs to go back in to the rifle. Make sure everything goes in correctly and sits in the right place. Now what I like to do is put the magwell back on, because that gets it in position. So the brass screw goes in first. We're going to add back on the hop slider. Once you've done this, please make sure, well, before you do it, please make sure that your TDC is turned off. You will have to sort the hop up out on this after you've done it. Make sure that your sliders are all the way back. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to put the cylinder end back onto the rifle. Your little screw for your magwell, the black one, has 2 washers on. The split pin goes on, the split washer goes on the bottom. That goes back in. Make sure that it's all connected and pushed up properly, and then it will go in. With these little grub screws at the side, please make sure that you don't cross thread them. They are so easy to cross thread. Little Allen key, where is it? It's there. Put your side ones in first. Don't over tighten them. Then your top screw goes in. Make sure that you don't cross thread it. That's a different Allen key. Don't over tighten. So that's it, guys. That's the H nub installed. Sorry, it's a bit of a distant video. I can't zoom into it properly. It doesn't work when I'm moving. So, but it is so easy to fit the H nub. It just goes on the underside of the hop arm where the normal nub goes. And that's it, guys. Really simple. I hope that it's helped you a little bit. Like I say, I'm sorry that I can't zoom in any further. It's really fiddly. The H nubs are really small, so it's hard to get. But if you have any questions on fitting the H nub at all, just give me a shout, or anything else to do with the Steyr Scout, just give me a shout and I'll help you where I can. Okay, guys, hope you like the video. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one.